All praises to the Most High. We live, Ishmael Muhammad, bringing it to you. We're going to get on this discussion about bringing it to the table. You know what I mean? If she brings it to the table or not. You know what I mean? What you got to know and what you got to understand about somebody bringing it to the table is you have to have it set for the table. So we're going to sit here. We're going to wait for a little bit. We're going to see what we could get up in this piece. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We up in here live, TikTok live, bringing it to you, talking about bringing it to the table and what you supposed to do to have a table for you to be able to bring a female to the table. Because a lot of you guys got it twisted. So we going to spit game, soak it up, maintain, and let's soak up this game about bringing it to the table. Because if you don't have a table, how are you going to bring her to the table? She going to be able to rearrange the table if you ain't setting the table right. So you got to learn one thing that the table ain't about. It ain't about riches. It ain't about your money. It ain't about your clothes. It's about your standards. It's about you as a man. That's what your table being set comes with. You having your word. You know what I mean? Your word got to be born. Because if your word ain't born, you can't demand for hers to be born. If you don't have your word born, how you going to have her bring something to the table? You can't do it. So just like I said, that's the first thing you're going to have to know. Bringing something to the table has to do with you, period. You know what I'm saying? What up? We from Homestead, HST Live, no doubt. Bringing it to you rough, rugged, and raw. Revolutionary music, the label, you know what I mean? The truth to the youth for over 20 decades. And today, like I said, it's about bringing it to the table, bringing it straight to the table. And when you bring her to the table, you got to have your stuff together, because if you don't have it together, she can't be at your table because you ain't got it together. When you got your stuff together, she gonna want to be at your table. You gonna be able to run your table. You gonna be able to tell her what it's about at the table. She can't wait to sit at the table. But a lot of players, they don't even get that. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's a player in the game, whether they know it or not. Whether you know it or not, you's a player in the game as a man. You either winning or you losing. You know what I mean? So it's either that and it's period. And indirectly, you winning or you losing when you a player in the game. And you a player in the game till you leave here. You know what I'm saying? That's when the table that you bring her to is over with. When you don't bring her to the table is when you die, because as a man, you keep evolving daily. So, like I said, that's what it's about, bringing her to the table and having your table set, because it's always about you. Create it in your mind. Your mind is a man. If you don't create in your mind, then things will never be right. If you as a man can't see it and believe it in your mind, you can't translate it to her. So how could you lead if you can't translate it to her, what you have in your mind? A lot of you guys, y'all can't even see it in your own mind because you blinded by her. It starts with you inside. Everything I'm gonna tell y'all starts with you. We ain't gonna have no bashing the women. There ain't gonna be no talking about other men. We talking about you as a man, because if you don't get yourself together, that's why you bringing her to what? Your table. It's about what you could do to bring her to your table, and what you could do is be yourself. That's what's going to trump everything. If you ain't being yourself, how is it not going to trump everything? Because you the only person that has your DNA. It's about your DNA at all times. It's about that. So when you see a female, you go right up to her and you spit game. You know what I'm saying? With no apology, because you're being yourself. And I'm not talking about game and talking stupid to her. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about talking retarded to this female and telling her anything. Be authentic. And at the beginning, you look her in her eyes and you tell her why you came over there, why you ready to say what you ready to say. Don't waste her time and let it go. She allowed to play you. She allowed to tell you anything she want. That's why you keep it moving. Keep it moving at all times. Keep it moving at all times to the one who wants to come to the table you establish. Because that's what it's about. That's what it's always about. You as a man. You. It's about what's in you. Because if you can't share what's in you, then you can't bring her to the table. If you don't have it together yourself, how are you going to bring her to the table? Period. Period. No question marks. We have been here live, like I'm telling you, straight game being spit. How you should have your own as a man and know what bringing her to the table means. That means you got your shit together already. You able to do things and invite her and have her be in your company. You know what I mean? She could be in your company if your table is set. You have to have the table set in your heart, in your life already before you even get with her. How you gonna get with her and your shit's fucked up? Guys, y'all want to lay up with her when you ain't even right yourself. You got to have an establishment first. You got to have goals. Goals. That's another thing. No goals, you gonna fold. End the story. No goals, you gonna fold. And then after you give her the number, which you should be doing, like I said, I broke down all the stages right here. If you didn't check it, that's on you. After you give her the number, so she could have a choice to come to your table. I always like to say your university, because it's like when I give her the number, it's like going to Mel J State. You know what I'm saying? And as a man, you should know your style. You know what I'm saying? She got my attention by the way she looked. That's why I spit the game to her. It ain't about nobody else's style. It's about my style. It's about what I like. It ain't about what somebody think is a baddie. Y'all be worried about what the next man say. Oh, you think she's fine? She don't look at her, man. I don't care. Me and my homeboys, we was all players. All players in the game. That's how we rolled. So you could check the stats with us. And we all had our own way of saying, like, okay, that's my style. To the point you see somebody, you like see the homeboy, you be like, damn, man, that's your style. You be like, yeah. He be like, man, I seen your Mel J, I seen your style at the thing. He wouldn't even holler at her, but he be like, Mel J, that's your style. Because we had our own styles. So what I'm basically saying is, when you see your style, you gonna spit your game to her. Period. And if she ain't with it, she ain't with it. You keep it moving. Okay, you spit your game to her. Now it's about her character. See what she's about, how loyal she is. But you got to be loyal yourself in order for her to even try to be loyal with you. Y'all niggas ain't loyal with yourself. It's all like this always gonna come back to you. It's always gonna come back to you as a man, because it's always your goddamn fault fucking with a bitch. It's your fault. I done it. Like, I'm not saying I ain't never fucked with no dumb bitch. And I was wrong. Sex starts and ends with an erection. So how could I blame her? Just like I said, after I gave her the opportunity, now I gotta see what her character's about. Because me messing with the wrong one, you fuck the wrong one with the wrong character, that's gonna be your downfall. Can't nobody but you be wrong about messing with a female with a terrible character. You bringing somebody to the table that's gonna mess it up. You done brought somebody with chaos to a table. But if you're a real man and you set your own table up, she'll never get in there. She'll never get into your stable when you set it up. When you set it up to the point where if she's not reality, or if her character ain't correct, then she got to go, because she's messing up the table that you brought. There has to be a stage that you set. There has to be a stage in your game that you have to set that be like, oh, she ain't the one. She ain't the one, the two, the three, the four, whatever y'all scared to even say y'all got a female. Y'all quick to be like, y'all, what you want in a man? What you looking for in a man? What? don't care what she looking for. It's what I'm looking for. It's what you looking for. What she looking for, she gonna have to see who I am before she know anything. You trying to get in her pants and not get the character. That's why she able to run circles around you. She's able to dance around you because your mental ain't there. And it goes back to you. So you never dealt with her character. You let her in without a character and she messed at the table. You let her come in and do all of these things. And I ain't mad at her. Just like I said, we ain't bashing women on this channel. They get the utmost respect. They get the utmost love. It's all cherishable because most of the times as men, you didn't wreck the car. She didn't gave you the goods. She gave you the keys. You wrecked the car. You lied, cheated. You did a whole bunch of stuff after you played around and gave her a character instead of trying to see what her character is about. Because a female gonna show you her character if she like you. She gonna do so much stuff if she like your character. That's why you give her a choice. You want to tell her this and that. Oh yeah, I love you. You ain't nobody else. Meanwhile, you at the strip club throwing ones at some female who you would just fuck in the back. Period, nigga. You scared to tell her the truth because you scared she gonna go with dude. Why? Why are you scared of this? Why are you scared of this? Because you didn't give her a choice. You